Alright guys, so what I'm doing to increase this Manaphy hunt's effectiveness is after I've hatched all the eggs and have traded them and offloaded them off this cartridge of my 3DS, what I do is I exit out of this and I load up Pokemon Ranger, and we're going to do this on the copy of the DS that you guys can actually see. So I'm going to take this cartridge out, put it in my other DS here, and so this is the one we just offloaded the eggs onto, or sorry, off of. And then we're going to pop Pokemon Ranger into the DS that you guys can see there. Alright, so we're going to load up Pokemon Ranger. And I'll show this on the next cartridge. I'll show the other screen in the same time frame. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down here to Ranger Net. And this is like purely touchscreen, so like if it has the ability to touch, you can't use the arrows. So we're going to touch the egg, please touch the screen. We're going to send a message. So we are going to send this message on the top screen to our Sinnoh region. In this case, it's going to be Soul Silver, so it can go to the Johto region as well. And then we're going to turn our DSs to face each other. Load up the game to the title menu. It's going to pop up with a message saying, hey, Pokemon Ranger is sending you a Manaphy egg. Then we have to go down and select Connect to Pokemon Ranger. And then it does its thing. Sometimes it takes a few moments for it to actually work, and a lot of times it takes a few tries for it to actually connect and work. But again, I will show you guys the other screen on this. But we're waiting for the recruitment message to pop up on my Generation 4 game so we can accept it. And I have to press A on the other screen first. Okay, it says a Sinnoh region trainer has responded. The link will be established. Please wait. Press the A button on the other console here. Then we can tap on the screen for Pokemon Ranger. We'll hit transfer. We'll hit yes. And then it's going to send the egg over to my DS. The original player of this Pokemon Ranger game was Yes Danny. That's presumably who I bought this copy of Pokemon Ranger from a while back. And that's it. Now I have in my copy of the game a new Manaphy egg to go pick up. So what we're going to do is close out of that on the other DS, and then we're going to hit back on this one. We're going to go back to the main menu. And now on this copy of Pokemon Ranger, it now has a save file flag saying I've given away my Manaphy egg. So what I'm going to do is going to come down here to checkpoint, launch that. It's going to register the game I have inserted is Pokemon Ranger. I'll click A to get into it, and then Ranger with egg, backup, Ranger with egg. These are the same save file just in case I overwrite one. We're going to restore that save file. So it's going to delete the current save file off my game, put this one on my game, which is a save file from before I got that Manaphy flag. And it does take a minute for it to actually process. And Ranger Egg Backup has been restored successfully. So now this is ready to give away another copy of Manaphy. It's going to generate a completely new one for the next game I pop in. So we're going to start over again. We're going to close this. We're going to pop the other game back into the DS here. Load up Pokemon Silver, which is what I gave the Manaphy egg to. And we'll rinse and repeat. Alright, we'll load up Pokemon Silver. Alright, here we are coming out of the room. We got to drop off a Pokemon so that we can pick up one here. Let's go with Pidgey here. Now that we have an empty space, we're going to go over to the Pokemon Center. Or I guess, sorry, we're in the Pokemon Center. We're going to go to the Pokemart. And from the delivery guy, we're going to pick up this gift. We got the Manaphy egg. And now because I need to see if this is shiny or something to that effect, I need to offload this to another cartridge. I'm going to be deleting the save file on this cartridge, so I need to get rid of this egg. So I'm going to trade it over to my Japanese copy where I've been storing all of my eggs for the past like 20 resets. And there we go. That's basically what I'm doing with my shiny hunt. Is I'm hatching the same 4 eggs on every single cartridge. I am then trading those off onto my Japanese cartridge, getting a new Manaphy egg per cartridge, trading it to my Japanese cartridge, and putting it in the box for a later date. And I do check it periodically. Every time I go through all 8 of my cartridges, I check to see if there are any shiny eggs that have generated over the course of the run. So by the time I'm said and done with it, I'll probably have 500 eggs to check on every single cartridge. And you might be wondering, how are you going to quickly and efficiently check each of those eggs on each of those cartridges without trading them and hatching them? Well, that's where PK Hex comes in, and I'll show you guys that one in just a moment. The next step that we're looking at is going into Checkpoint. We're going to create a save state for these Manaphy that we just traded over. So we're going to go grab New. I'm going to hit Backup. We're going to grab a name, and we're going to call it, short for Japanese, HG Manaphy. And I'm just going to put this one 19 because I can't remember how many Manaphy eggs I actually have on this. And it's going to take a minute. I did hit yes, you can see down below, and it does take a minute to save state and create those. So now that we're done, I'm going to close out of all my games. I'm going to turn this off. TV is going to go dark. And I'm going to pop the SD card out of my 3DS. So you guys can see that. All right, so this is what I'm looking at here right now. I have, you know, these 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So I do have 19 Manaphy. That was actually serendipitous that those numbers added up correctly. So got 19 Manaphy here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select on Tools, Data, and then I'm going to dump boxes. It's going to dump it into a database. That's just a folder that I have on my computer. And then I'm going to go to Data again. I'm going to open up Pokemon Database. And now that that window is open, I can show you guys that window on screen. So, all right, so what we're looking at here is I'm going to go to Party, because these are my 2 most recent ones. I know I have a save file for these Pokemon here. So what we're looking at is View. Then we're going to see down here on OT, and then TID. We're looking for that 0406. So we need that TSV to match over here on the PSV. We need those pieces of information to match. So what did we say the OT was? 0406, right? So let me grab the secondary window here. We're going to go to Advanced Search. In Ability, we're going to do PSV, because that's what we're looking for. Apparently wants it all caps. And then we're going to add that. It's going to search that. And what did we say we're looking for? 0406. So we're going to put that in there. And what this is going to do is search all of the Manaphy in my boxes here. So it's going to search all of these Manaphy for a PSV that matches the TID or the TSV of 0406. So I'm going to hit search, and it's going to come up with none. Okay. So I'm going to check my next one. I'm going to go back to my party. Going to view this one. And this one is 6679. So we're just going to change that to 6679. And we're going to search again. No results found. That's basically what we expected, but that was basically 38 encounters instantly. Okay, so we're going to use checkpoint. We're going to create another save state. Okay, we're going to lock that down. I'm going to power off the DS. Okay, so what we have to do with this thing down here is we have to, once again, go to Data, Dump Box, Export. We're going to View. We're going to go to OT. And we're going to write these numbers down. 0406. We're going to View. Write this one down. 6679. We're going to View. I'm going to view that. 7582. And another thing we want is this Totodile, because I haven't ever checked this one. 4621. Alright. So this next part is actually really cool. We're going to go to Data. We're going to go to Pokemon Database. And it's going to open up a little pop-up window here. You guys can't see that yet, but I will fix it. And change it to Database. Done. Then we're going to show it to you guys. Move it back down here. Okay. So what we're doing now is we're going to cross-reference these Manaphy's. Now there really isn't that many in the database, so we don't really need to worry about it. But it does say shiny, so that's kind of interesting. I think it's checking something else I have saved on my PC, which is a folder. We're looking more at the ones that say they're still in an egg, like these. So, never mind that. We're going to go to Advanced. We're going to type in PSV. Click that. Add. So what this is doing is saying we're going to search this database for PSV that equals this. Now, in order for Manaphy to be shiny, its PSV has to match a TSV, okay? And so when I click on this one here and I select View and I go to Main and I go to the PID, this top left Manaphy, let me move this so you guys can see this one. This top left Manaphy, it has a PSV of 6304. It doesn't show you that because it's like a little pop-up window on my side. But we're looking for that to match. So we're just going to type in these numbers and see what kind of shows up here. So we're going to search for 0406 and hit enter. Okay, it doesn't tell you guys this, but I got an alert, no results found. Now that was 25 checks. Okay. 7582. All right, we got this one, so we're gonna view that. Set. View. View. Oh, it's this one. Okay, remember this one. It is third column on the top. Roll it. You patty caking. Need a haircut, dude. You gonna find a shiny today? Is this gonna be your first shiny, dude? Whoa! Pressing the A button like you're finding it. Whoa, dude. Oh my gosh, can this egg hatch any slower? Okay guys, is it gonna be shiny or not? Cast your votes. Does computer work or does computer not work?
No.
Right now, it's not supposed to be showing as shiny. That's normal. Question is it going to be shiny anyways? And it is! That method totally works, guys.
Wow.
That's a quick, dirty, easy way to find a shiny Manaphy. That's what's up. that is what's up. Well, that is all the time that we really have for the stream. So, technically speaking, yeah, we did find it. It's up to you guys. You guys can vote on whether or not it counts in the Discord, in the YouTube channel. I'll put up a vote on whether or not I should count it and move on. But it's definitely something we can return to anyways. We'll get this traded on up to Pokemon Scarlet and Violet here in a little while. Now that I'm done with that, I'll do a video on going from Gen 3 to Gen 9. But thanks, guys, for hanging out, watching, and the encouragement and support. I will rehatch this and nickname it Fluke, because honestly, this kind of was a fluke, and I'm here for it. So we'll catch you guys in another video.